Welcome to Team Forte. First off, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ashley and I'm the Client Services Coordinator here at Forte. Today I will be going over our new and improved event manual. Throughout today's presentation, I'll provide you with information starting from once you're booked on an event, to 72 hours prior to your event, to even the day of your event. I will explain our event protocols, which will include on-site check-in and checkout procedures, along with how to create a rockstar recap. If you have any questions regarding our new event manual after my presentation, kindly email them to us at admin@forteeventmarketing.com. This topic is event preparation and check-in. This information is always important to talk about as every company has slightly different event protocols on what needs to be completed in advance of your event, as well as the check-in procedures. Don't just book it. Kindly check here 72 hours prior to your event. You can never prepare too early, as the more prepared you are, the less likely you'll be running around last minute trying to purchase items for your event and potentially arriving on site late due to poor planning. I know a lot of you ask, what am I supposed to wear to my event? In this section, we'll provide you with specific details on attire, but for the most part, what we have listed is what you will wear to the majority of your off-premise events. In the case the client does request specific attire for an on or off-premise event, we will update this section to include what has been asked for you to wear and or if a branded shirt or outfit will be provided on site for you. This next section provides a list of items that are non-reimbursable that must be purchased in advance of you rocking your first event with us. You can easily purchase these items at your local stores such as Walmart, Target, or even at wholesale stores such as Sam's Club. Sam's is actually where I purchased my personal folding table and for a reasonable price. These are all one-time purchases that you'll need to keep on hand and ready to use for future events with Forte. If you have any questions on the types of folding tables, ice buckets, or cocktail shakers, please feel free to reach out to us for some suggestions. Don't be tardy to the party. Buy these early. No one likes showing up to an event and realizing they left their cups at home, or even worse, didn't even purchase them in advance, as there are very rare cases where a location may not have any left in stock for you to purchase, causing you to need to find the closest store where you can purchase them. This can potentially lead you to starting your event after the designated start time, which is definitely not ideal. Let me say, I can tell you firsthand, I've had a similar situation where this has happened to me. I arrived at an event where I was told the rep was supposed to leave everything there on site for me in advance: the product, mixers, and cups. However, no cups or mixers were left on site for me. And to top it off, the store had sold out of all their cups and had not had a new shipment coming yet. Luckily, I came well prepared and had left an extra sleeve of cups in my car just in case this type of situation arose. With all this being said, it doesn't hurt to come over-prepared, as you never know what type of situations may arise. For some of your events, the clients even ship out sleeves of cups for you to use, and more than likely, with the amount they send, you won't use them all, leaving you with plenty to use for upcoming events. Or if you are a new BA and do not have any extra cups laying around to use your first event, kindly purchase cups in advance of your event if you're unsure if that location you'll be working at will have them readily available. We will reimburse you for them up to $7, which includes tax. For your convenience, we have even provided 2 links in this event manual with examples of cups well within budget for you to purchase. Again, if you have any questions on the types of cups you can purchase, please don't hesitate on emailing or texting us, and we'll be more than happy to verify the types of cups in question. Be prepared. Know your products. What will you be sampling and the key talking points about it, along with knowing if you'll be purchasing the product on site or if the product will be left there for you in advance. This is very important information to be aware of because there are multiple ways the sample bottle or bottles can be obtained, and it does vary by client. I highly recommend looking at this page before your event, as it provides instructions for your specific event. The avenues in which sample bottles are obtained are: product is provided by the distributor, product is purchased on the store's website, and the order number is provided to you in advance of your event to pick up on site. Product is purchased with funds provided to you by Forte via direct deposit or third-party app, which once we roll out with our new platform, kindly make sure that your third-party app is always up to date in your profile. In product purchase with Forte Comp Data Card, which these are in the works and will be issued prior to your next applicable event as well. And one of our clients is SFG, and product purchases for their events are purchased with a specific Comp Data Card only for their events. If you are working an event for them, the manual will also look slightly different, but will answer a lot of the same questions. One being how the sample bottles are obtained. A couple of key callouts regarding sample bottles at all events are: if you are instructed to purchase with a Comp Data Card that requires activation prior to your event, kindly remember to activate early, meaning 24 hours in advance or when you wake up the morning of your event. This will allow us time to troubleshoot if there are any activation issues. And also, sample bottles, whether purchased or provided, are the property of the brand, not Forte, and must be given to a store manager following the event. If the manager instructs you to pour out the bottles, then follow their instruction and provide the empty bottles to the store and ask where they would like you to dispose of them. Again, if you have any questions regarding your sample product or products, please reach out to us. You can never be too prepared. Are you ready to rock? Every company has slightly different check-in requirements. I want to make sure you're familiar with ours. Once on site, kindly text your check-in person at 850-270-8660. This check-in procedure will, however, change in the near future once we roll out with our new platform. We're truly excited for it and can't wait until y'all are working in it as well. But for now, kindly make sure you save this number in your phone, as you'll still be able to text or call us to this number once we go live in our new platform. On the day of your event, you should also receive a morning check-in text from your check-in person, which is one thing we do differently than other companies. We do these morning check-in texts not only to remind you of your upcoming event that day, but also to get you excited about rocking your event and to show you every person on the Forte team truly matters to us. We wouldn't be Forte if it wasn't for brand ambassadors like you. We are Forte. Everything we just went over in our event preparation and check-in procedures section will help assist you with being well prepared and ready to rock your event. Next up, event execution and end of event procedures. Today is the day. We all want to create the best experience possible at our events. So prepare yourself for some helpful tips on creating an experience that will draw more customers to your table and hopefully increase your sales. We all want to create a memorable experience for customers. To get this, we have to show up with a fun, outgoing, and energetic attitude that is infectious. This will in turn help draw in more people to your table to see what all the hype is about. One easy way to do this is knowing your product. As talked about previously, knowing your product and some key talking points beforehand will definitely help you sound more confident on what you're trying to promote. Customers are more likely to purchase a product after recommendations from family, friends, or through awareness of information they may not have known before about the brand or product. A few other options to draw in more people to the table are by asking them open-ended questions such as, I would love to get your opinion on these new flavors of hard seltzer Bud Light came out with. If there are any promotions or sales going on, let the customers know. Did you know about the buy one get one free promotion going on today for Bud Light Hard Seltzer? Making some type of personal connection with customers is a great way to draw them to your table. It helps make them feel more comfortable instead of them just thinking you are trying to give them a sales pitch. It could be as easy as, go team, or that's my favorite team too, when you see a person who is wearing a shirt with your favorite sports teams on it. This helps you get that person's attention and potentially have them ask you, so, what do you have going on over here? These small suggestions can help lead you down a successful path and more than likely have higher sales. Some days you may have a tough crowd. or even no crowd where no one wants to sample the product. This does not mean take out your phone and start playing on it to pass the time, as you never know who's actually watching you. You could have the slowest day ever, but the manager on duty that you didn't notice watching you saw that you always had a smile on your face, even when no one was around. You didn't take out your phone when you got bored. You just continued working hard for the job you were hired for and made the best of it, even with the minimal traffic. The manager may even email us at Forte praising you for such an amazing job, even when it was very slow. This is why we always say, keep smiling, be friendly and energetic, don't play on your phone as you never know who is watching. These type of BAs are the ones who get requested to come back to work at specific locations, which in turn could potentially result in higher pay rates for these events where you're requested back at. Table display. Did you ever think that the way your table is set up is why you may or may not have a lot of customers coming up to you? If you have a bare table with only your sample bottle or bottles on it, this is not very appealing to customers walking by, and more than likely they will not want to stop by for a sample. On the other hand, if you had multiple bottles of your product on your table in a symmetrical or appealing way, or even adding some type of decoration, which you don't have to though, and or POS items that were provided to you, people can then easily tell what you're trying to promote and be more than likely to come over. People are more drawn to asking questions about something if it is appealing and attractive to look at. So next time you set up your table, kindly walk around to the front and ask yourself, would you yourself walk up to this table? If not, I definitely recommend adding more of the product to your table display or possibly moving bottles around to create a better flow to the table. One of your check-in requirements is to send over a photo of your table setup to complete your check-in. However, this part is not applicable to events worked at Publix or Greenwise markets. So if you're ever wondering if your table setup looks appealing, or if you have questions on what you can do to make it more appealing, you can ask us anytime. We'll be more than happy to share feedback on what you can do to create a better visual appearance for customers walking by. In this industry, building great relationships is a key factor to building a successful career and for getting those requests from clients to come back to a location. That is why we want to make sure we provide you with guidelines on what you can do even at the end of your event, as this can help build those great relationships with clients and get more requests for you to come back. One of the easiest things to do at the end of your event is to just ask for the manager's signature and walk out the door. However, this is not the way to building those great relationships and creating a name for yourself in this industry. Instead of quickly running out, take the time to thank the manager and or any employee or employees that may have assisted you during your event. These thank yous can go a long way, as thanking someone genuinely can truly turn their day around. Also, don't be afraid to ask them to write down any feedback they may have from your event. This is the only way to become that rockstar brand ambassador you want to be. As we know, no one is perfect. There are always some things we may be able to change or enhance to better ourselves. We're all learning and growing together. Now, who's ready to submit rockstar recaps? Recaps are very important to our clients, as this is how they determine if there is a need for a product or even a tasting at a location from your responses. Therefore, providing great detail on what happened at your event is key. For example, providing information on why the store traffic was busy or slow, were there other events going on at the same time, or was there a competing brand for the same type of product but was being offered at a better price? These are all types of details our clients are looking for. Also, one item that comes up very frequently when completing your market link for SFG is, what exactly is a unit? When completing a recap that asks you to list a number of units for sale, this is always one package. If the product is sold by individual bottles, it would be one bottle. If the product is sold by the package, a unit would equal the package sold. But it is always great to elaborate in the comments section on your sales or varying package sizes that are available. If you are ever in doubt regarding what a question on a recap is asking, kindly reach out to any one of us here at Forte and we'll be able to explain what the client is requesting. This will also help with us processing your events in a timely manner for payment and not have to reach out to you to verify your response to a question or questions. When trying to keep track of units sold, it can sometimes be a little difficult, especially if the product is located throughout the store at different displays. Therefore, before your event starts, make sure to walk around and count all products on the shelves along with the displays to get the starting amount of units available. If you can easily see all displays, this will definitely assist with keeping track of how many units were sold, as you can see when customers take units to purchase. But if you cannot see all the displays throughout the store, don't forget to walk back around to each location at the end of your event and verify how many units are still left on that display. One thing you'll want to try and be aware of during your event is if anyone restocked the shelves or a display, as you'll need to take these additional units into account when calculating the units sold. Not only do clients look for great detail regarding the event, they also love to see great branded photos of the customers along with your great table setup. Don't forget, this is not applicable to events worked at Publix or Greenwise markets due to their no photo policy. I know sometimes it can be a little awkward to ask someone you don't know to take a picture of them, but there are easy ways for you to do this without feeling awkward or embarrassed to ask. First off, making that connection with that person can certainly help with making it easier when asking them to take a photo with you and or the product, even if they are not actually going to purchase the product. While you should be trying to make that connection with everyone you come in contact with, I do know that may not always happen. In these type of situations, you can still ask them for a photo. Kindly ask them, would you mind if I took a picture of you with the product I am sampling today? Or, may I ask you a favor? My client loves seeing great branded photos. May I take a photo of you holding the product? Or another easy option is once the customers pick up the bottle to purchase, you can kindly ask if you can take their photo then, as they're already standing there holding the product. These are a few easy ways to get those great branded photos the clients request. To go along with making connections with people, do you know how to count the number of consumer interactions from your event and what counts as a consumer interaction? Consumer interactions are when a consumer interacts or participates with you at your table, such as you sharing brand knowledge with them and or having them try a sample of the product. So if a person walks in or by your table and the only thing you say is, "Hi, how are you doing today?" This does not count as a consumer interaction because you did not provide them with any knowledge on the brand, nor did you engage in any type of conversation with them. When tracking interactions for samples, you should always have more interactions than samplers, as not everyone you interact with will say yes to a sample. Our clients like to know out of all the people that you interacted with, how many were you able to convert taking a sample? Out of those that took a sample, how many purchased? If these numbers are all the same, you are more than likely not capturing all data. To be able to keep track of how many consumer interactions you have in an event, one easy thing I do is make tallies on a piece of paper after that interaction with them. Kindly make sure to wait to write anything down until once that person or group walks away, so as to not take your attention away from the customer or customers. One popular question everyone asks is, when can I expect payment? We love to pay all of our brand ambassadors as quickly as possible. However, we cannot do that until we receive 100% of event submission requirements from you. If we have to request items multiple times, we base your event pay off the last day we receive all completed event submission requirements, and you will be paid within 14 days of that date. If you are uncertain if we received everything, you can always email us at admin@forteeventmarketing.com to verify we have received all event submission requirements. Or if you have questions regarding payment, kindly email accounting@forteeventmarketing.com. Everything in this section that we just went over will help you create the best experience possible, along with what is needed to be able to provide the client with a great recap. Step brand information. For every event, we will change and or make updates here with information the client provides us pertaining to the product being promoted. This will also provide you with some key talking points about the product, such as calories, percentage alcohol, sugar content, where it was made, and so forth. This is another great page to look over before your event to help familiarize yourself with the product and be able to answer any questions the customers may have about the product. Also, if the client requests you to print out their brand page to display on your table, we will make sure to include that in this section as well. Lastly, this is a great page for you to print. If this is your first event with us, or you no longer have any of the WeID table cards that were provided to you from a previous SFG event, we kindly ask that you print this page and display it on your table. The clients love to see this displayed on our brand ambassadors' tables. Not only does this printout provide the WeID card to display on your table, but we added some Forte protocols for you to continuously be aware of when rocking your events. Thank you for joining me on the breakdown of our new event manual. I hope this helps each and every one of you on what is asked of you as a brand ambassador and how to become that rockstar brand ambassador with us. I want to remind you for every event you work with us, we'll be updating or changing some sections with information that pertains to your specific event, such as the attire and/or product purchase instructions. We're hoping that knowing where to look for everything from now on will be more beneficial for you and knowing what is asked of you when working with us here at Forte, as this will help create the best experience possible for everyone. One last thing I will leave you with is once we launch our new platform, you'll be able to easily access this event manual anytime you want. Whether it be from your phone or computer using the app or web portal, you can download it and easily print this directly within your booked event. Once you click your event in the platform, you'll be able to see all the same information that you would typically receive in your booking email, including your post-event reporting questions in lieu of the recap and any additional brand information and training documents needed to rock your event. If you have any questions regarding any sections in the event manual, please feel free to reach out to any one of us here at Forte, as we'll be more than happy to assist. Thank you.